Look at it, it's beautiful. Look at those clouds, they're so soft and smooth.
Hey, it's me, your favorite random internet person. If you've seen and like my other content, well, then I'm sorry, because this video is purely me rambling about video game clouds while flying a helicopter in BeamNG with a VR headset strapped to my face. But before I hand off the mic to past me, I'll give a little context. This whole experience, I'll call it, revolves around Chip's volumetric clouds mod, which I have slightly altered to my tastes. If you're interested in this mod, the link is in the description. Check it out, it's pretty cool. Anyways, me from a month ago will take it from here.
Look at it, it's beautiful. Look at those clouds, they're so soft and smooth. Smoothness courtesy of me because I changed how the smoothness works. But it's really great, it's really great. I could fly up there, but I think they're pretty high. I set them to, what, they're like 5,000 feet, I believe. And what's great about this helicopter is there's an altimeter, right? It's right, I would point at it. Let me see, where's my, look, right there. I had to grab my controller, but look, I hit my microphone too. Look, altimeter right there. It's pretty awesome, pretty cool. Also, you can see this guy moves. Normally I want it pulled up so I can like continue to go in the air, but if I had it down, I'd descend rather quickly. Oh, another thing is currently, the clouds are a little bit foggy in the distance. The ones up close are not. They're all supposed to be foggy, but I have the program is messed up a little bit because I couldn't get it to look good with having the fog up close. I don't know, it added this weird bloom, so I just got rid of it. Let's see, where are we at right now? We're at 3,700 feet and climbing, so we'll get up there in a bit. And I mean, the farther ones, they look really dark out there. I might have to lower the shading multiplier. It looks a little bit really dark, but it could be the no, they all look dark. It could be how the sun set, but I'm not sure. The sun does affect them and what angle it's at, so like that's orange. I wish I had like a hand that I could point with. That right there, that's orange. Orange. That one is white. I'm getting a little bit too slow. So where am I right now? I am up pretty high. Like, look at, they're kind of ants. These clouds are pretty high up. What am I at now? 6,000 feet flat. Oh, I'm at the cloud level. Clouds are incredibly high up and they're huge. Oh, I'm gonna pass through the cloud. Say bye to the ground. I'm going in. That's the great part about this mod is it's volumetric. Oh, I'm spinning. I didn't even realize. Don't really want to. Oh, I'm falling. Oh no. I'm just gonna like point this way-ish. See, this is why I should pay more attention. I don't know what I'm doing. Can't see anything. Especially because you can't like feel the G-forces at all. Gravity, there's no gravity, there's no. I don't know what I'm doing right now. There's no attitude indicator besides airspeed. I can kind of gauge if airspeed goes down, I'm probably not pitched the right way. Goodness. Okay, I think we're about at the top. But these clouds are rather large, so it takes a while to get at the top. I don't know why it's doing that weird, really smooth, but I think that might be because of the lighting there. It just decimates the wispy bits. Some of my favorite bits is like, look how wispy it is right there. It's so nice. Well, it might be going back in. Looks to be. That's interesting how that looks in VR. That is interesting. Alright, we're, I think, about at the top of this cloud. Look away from the sun. The sun, I think, it might be the sun that's destroying my FPS. This is, like, kind of okay. When I look at the sun, it doesn't feel very okay. But look at this. Look at this. In VR, it looks incredible. I love this. The softness is what really does it for me. They look like real clouds with how smooth. They are a little bit harshly colored compared to their surroundings, but that kind of makes sense because of just how Beam works. Alright, it's time to descend at like Mach 5 million. It is interesting. The fog, you can see it really occludes stuff. Oh, okay, apparently that was a little bit too fast. The tail rotor might be a little bit broken. Happen. That door is not supposed to be open like that. Oh no. I don't think that was supposed to. Where's the rotor? Where did the rotor go? That sounds about right. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I love it. When I go over the horizon, something weird happens a little bit. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Yeah, that looks a little bit weird to me. Something funky's going on. I think there's a thing over there, you know, something weird is happening, but that's interesting. So when my head is sideways and I look down over the horizon, it gets all jumbly. Only one sideways though, so no idea, and it doesn't really happen very much, so I don't think it matters particularly. Alright, but while we're here in the Bell, flying around Utah, looking nice, I'll show you my favorite pastime, which is river running, aka fly as close as you can to the water without dying. And I mean, of course you do die, but that's okay because it's BeamNG.drive. Maybe beam.fly, actually. That sounds like a cool thing that we could do. Ooh, that's pretty close to the river. Oh, I even heard a river sound. It went like splish when I touched it. I heard it again. Under the bridge there. It's a nice one. See, there is one turn coming up here, and it makes you do something really tight, which you have to slow down for. And so instead, I just like to do, like, it's after this one. But, oh, I don't know what that was especially. It might have been my tail rotor? I don't know. It's this turn right here. It's just so sharp that something is wrong with the aircraft. It's so sharp that you can't really get it right. Under bridge number 2. See, I would fly a loop around it, but I'm not going fast enough. Ooh, but something I can do that I enjoy is we're gonna go through this rock over here sideways. If I can do it correctly, I need some speed. It's not super difficult, especially when your tail rotor's broken and it forces you to go and it forces you to go sideways. See, the hard part is always going through the other side, though. I guess we'll go back the other way. There, I'll try. I did it incorrectly. I'm down here now, I guess, at the floor. See, I don't know what it is. The sky it's just so blue. Look how blue it is. Yeah, there's something about it that just hits different. Something about those beautiful clouds. Wouldn't look nearly this good without those clouds. Look at those clouds. Hey, I wonder if this thing floats. Let's see. I'll just like land it gently in the river. See what happens. So I know you can take the boat off of the Landsail Gambler, and it will float like a boat. Gently landing, and I can't tell if I'm floating. I don't think I am. How deep is it here? I think I am floating, unless it's just very shallow, but I don't remember it being that shallow. I'm pretty sure it just floats. Let's see, so if I like smack the water, I don't know. See, I always thought smacking the water would be an insta-kill, and it kind of is. See, it is deep. I think, wait, no. I'm pretty sure I'm just touching with the skids. The skids are a good meter tall, maybe. Let's see, it's great. VR helicopter in BeamNG.drive is great. I don't know why I didn't think to do this earlier. Well, I did actually. I've been doing it for a while, but it's so great. Oh, an interesting thing is right now I'm actually that was interesting. I didn't like specifically look at the clouds, but it lagged quite a bit. So that way, not very lag. Maybe it is looking at the wait, no, it might render the clouds through the vehicle. I don't know. It renders them not inside of my FOV. It's like I can't see the whole screen. Like what you see is slightly more than what I can see on the outsides, just because I can't see all over the pixels. Because it's like bent, you know, it warps because of the Fresnel lenses. So that is strange. It's that black bar thing. When I'm low down, then I don't know, it's just when my head's sideways. I don't know. There's something about flying this helicopter. And don't you worry, flying the helicopter in VR will come up again. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You flip the other way. Let's see, so I do this. I don't know. Whenever I'm flying upside down, I always think to flip forwards to turn back over. I guess it makes more sense to just go backwards. Let's see, or flip forward. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Saying and doing is different things. Like if I go like, oh, I did not do that correctly. I can't get over it. The clouds are they're cloudy. The clouds are so cloudy. They cloudy my vision up. But Utah is such a great map. Look at this. It's lacking a little bit in frame rate, but if I don't look at very many clouds, I feel like thicker clouds, they need a limit on how many steps. That might be a thing for performance. Is if it's just put a limit on how many steps there can be. Because the steps and stuff is kind of useful because it adds that is so it's only my left eye that it's doing the weird artifact, not my right eye. My right eye, it's fine, but not my left eye is not. I think it's probably the same with the water, probably a similar thing that's happening. It's not, doesn't look to be cloud related. Ooh, that's the thing I want to do. Trick number 1, not even number 1 actually, I don't know what number this should be. Backflip in between the jump. I messed up. I should have been a little bit higher when I started pulling back. I think adaptive step count is the best. Well, maybe, yeah, adaptive with a limit. Like you put a hard limit of like 256 or whatever you want it to be. Like that bit there, you can see that's kind of strange, and I don't know why it does. But for like the dark parts or where farther back clouds, you don't need a march as you don't need as many. So for every pixel on your screen, if there's a bit of a cloud, it'll do a march to see if there's more cloud behind it, and it does that a certain amount of times. But it doesn't matter how far away the cloud is if it takes up a bit of your screen. So rather than measuring how much pixel a cloud is how much pixels are all of the clouds. And then that's your performance cost. Doesn't matter how far, or it doesn't matter. It just like shrinks kind of. If overcast, it would probably be the most like. What the thing is though is like that gray cloud there, or like that the cloud, the solid bits of the cloud, like the tufty bits of the cloud, you want to march because you want to get the transparencies. But with the thick bits of the cloud where it's solid, where there isn't really transparencies, you don't want to march. You don't want to waste it. So I've been using streaming this whole time. It's not actually connected to my computer besides my headset. My headphones. They're connected to my computer, but everything else is my headset. Is wireless right now. Normally I have it wired up, but I can't. I did some magic sorcery and connected it straight to my computer using Wi-Fi card, and the streaming looks pretty good. It's kind of bad in some bits, but with the games that it knows you're in VR for, it looks great. I haven't noticed really anything, and it'll also run above 60 FPS. I think there's like, I don't even remember now, but there's a lot of bandwidth on the 6 gigahertz line. See, why is it so smooth here when there are clouds, right? When I look over it by the sun, it kind of tanks. Even though there aren't necessarily more clouds. Like, if I'm over here, right, it's super smooth, but there are still some clouds. Even if I look over there, it's like butter. But still butter, even though there's clouds. But if I look over at the sun, it's like, it's super laggy for some reason. Comparatively, that is. And like, even over there, it's not butter. It's probably because it's the distant clouds. I wonder how far they actually are going. Because I don't need the detail nearly as much in the far ones. I still need them, obviously. But if I could adaptively turn down the amount of marches for distant clouds, I guess I could try forking it. Oh, it's great. I love this. I haven't been using the pedals at all. You don't really need them unless you're doing a maneuver. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it, but like, oh, I don't know. It doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. It does. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. I think these look a little bit more cumulusy. Like that right there. It's like beautiful, except for a little bit of the weird artifacting, but I think that's just the angle of it. I believe. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. Those don't look nearly as good, but that looks really good. It is lagging me a lot though. I think it's the distant ones. Like if I go over to where the wall is and then I look up, I think my performance will go up quite a lot. Maybe. Yeah. Look, it's super smooth now. I think it's because the clouds in the distance just kill your game. Like this is the amount of, yeah, but like if I look over there at all, my game dies. I'll look into quality at a distance. It's like, it makes sense that you wouldn't need to because the quality is that the less pixels of cloud on your screen, the less performance it costs. But when they go on, like, because they go on farther, they actually take up more of your screen. Like, more of the empty space the farther out is more compacted with clouds. Like, this doesn't feel super bad, but it's not super smooth. Look at it.
Hey, this is me from 1 month in the future, just to come tell you that the video ends abruptly right there. That's just it. There's no more. I know this is a little different from my usual content, but I just wanted to do some rambling, I guess. And, yeah. Yep.